Who can contest a will in New York? Well, in order for you to have a right to contest a will, you have to have some sort of interest in the estate. You can't just contest anyone's will or anyone's in any sort of probate proceedings, such as your mailman or your neighbor. So who are these people that can contest a will? Well, first of all, heirs in the intestacy rules, right? If a will is deemed invalid, then New York has its own set of rules as to who would inherit the estate, and so that it tends to be wife and children are up the top, then it goes down to parents, then it goes down to siblings, and so on and so on and so forth. So those are the people that can contest a will. Also, beneficiaries in a previous will, right, that was invalidated by the will being offered, can contest a will as well. And also beneficiaries that are in a future will, right, that was signed after the will being probated, can also contest it. Now, it's also important to note that you do have to have a basis to contest the will. Okay, so you can't just go in there and just think that you're going to go up the system. The court doesn't like that. Also, be very, very careful on contesting. There might be what's called an interorum or a no contest clause in that will, basically saying that if you contest it and lose, then you get nothing. All right. Now, one final important point to make is that a spouse that's being disinherited can always file for a spousal election. That isn't a contesting a will. That's just challenging the terms of the will and asking for what is legally right for their as a spouse of the decedent.